Welcome to the start of my Derelict series. Derelict is an underrated RPG game where the past and future intersect. To begin, our character must be molded into a fine warrior. It begins. The warrior examines its surroundings, confused, and sees some amber markings on the ground. They read, whatever that means. The warrior hurries along the path, but takes a break to admire his surroundings as he jumps gleefully. Satisfied, the warrior continues following the lanterns and lets out a few punches at the air as if threatened. The warrior spots a mushroom out of the corner of his eye and attempts to pick it up. It does not go well, but he gets it in the end, and off he sets again. Chickens. Delighted, the warrior picks up an egg. But what's better than raw egg? Raw chicken. The warrior slays his first enemy, the Gallus domesticus, or chicken for short. Proud of his accomplishment, the warrior carries on, picking up mushrooms along the way. He spots a potential adversary on a fishing pier and goes to confront him. However, they do not react. The warrior turns to leave, but comes back, intrigued by this person's uncommon name. The journey continues. He takes a swing and a miss, but no matter, the camp is in sight. Bonsai activated. The warrior rests briefly, then proceeds to climb the blacksmith's anvil and engage in conversation.
You, stand back. This is dangerous work. The name's Gideon, just a simple, and you are another useless traveler. A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth, not roam around like you flirtatious vagabond. Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. You're a... Well, how about that? Looks like the only weapons you have are the ones... If you haven't noticed already, this land is flush with the mad and wicked. I'll tell you what, you're in need of a weapon, and I'm in need of some. You help me, and I'll help you. What do you say?
The blacksmith seems to have engaged in a contract with the warrior. Hopefully, this will turn out to be fruitful. The warrior is off to cut down some oak trees. An insulting task for a man of his caliber, but no matter. Off he goes.
Fine work. Now me forge has some fuel. Maybe there's... If you want that weapon, I'll need some ore. Here.
More tasks. The warrior should get these done in a flash.
Another fine job. I knew I could... All right then. Run on over to me forge and toss the ores inside. Once they're smelted, head over to me anvil and...
It seems the blacksmith has given the warrior access to his forge and anvil. The warrior is about to create his first weapon. The warrior admires the vast majority of weapons that lay beyond his reach before crafting his own. The bronze dagger. The warrior seems thirsty for blood. However, he is prohibited from attacking at camp.
Your work is
He'll have to
shoddy,
get
but
Mark
if you hone
another
your skills,
day.
you could forge yourself some mighty fine weapons and... I'm sure you've worked up quite an appetite. Why don't you cook a meal to wrap things up here? How does some herring delight sound?
The warrior ventures into the dark, away from the camp, to catch a fish and to gather onions and mushrooms for his meal. He spots some valuables on the way. The warrior makes his first meal and receives a lantern.
Now that's the stuff. Delicious.
But he sees something from the corner of his eye. A beast like none he has seen before. A dinosaur from ages past. Bewildered, Mark stands with his gaze fixed on the creature. However, the brave warrior is afraid of no beast and tries to cut it down to no avail. The warrior looks around his inventory and is sent on another task by the blacksmith.
Forgive me, but I need to ask. I heard yelling in the distance, and it didn't sound good. And please, do be safe.
He tries out his weapon and all its different attacks. He is pleased. The warrior speaks to the man at the base of the tree.
Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. There's no coming back from these wounds. I wish to ask something of you. Hear me out. Regrettably, my daughter was captured by avarice. Sir Wilhelm and I ventured out to rescue her. We barely escaped with our life. On our way back here, we were ambushed by bandits, and with the sorry state we were in, we didn't stand a chance. Sir Wilhelm gave me an opening to escape, and he was taken prisoner. I took him for dead, until I heard his yelling, coming from that water well, over there. He must still be alive. Please, I can't lose another person.
He decides to help the man and his friend and jumps into the well. The warrior quickly analyzes his surroundings and ventures onward to find the tree man's friend, but first must break some logs in his way. He stumbles across the prisoner, but with no way to break him out, he carries on hoping to find a key somewhere. Enemies. The warrior hides behind the wall and slaughters his foes one by one. He continues. He has stumbled upon Corcus, the bandit leader. The warrior knows that this is the man he must beat in order to set the prisoner free. With such weight on his shoulders, how could he lose? warrior tried his hardest, but unfortunately was defeated. But he doesn't give up. The warrior got back up on his feet, and round 2 commenced. The warrior jumped straight in, determined to give it his all. This time, the warrior kept the food he cooked earlier close, which gave him a boost of energy when he needed it most. Finally, he beat the leader and picked up the key he dropped. It was time to free the prisoner. The warrior made his way to the cell, but struggled momentarily to free the prisoner. With the prisoner free, the warrior emerged to the surface. Jumping gleefully once more, he stood in front of the beautiful landscape and waved his dagger around. End of episode 1.